Greetings! Now, I was just on the James O'Brien show randomly. I was between jobs, I was listening to it. He was talking about Sunaks' latest proposal about banning cigarettes. Any of you guys that have watched my channel for a while probably know that I'm sort of very pro legalising cannabis. I'm very anti making these sort of substances illegal and driving things underground. I don't sit funnily with that. So James O'Brien's opinion was he was quite favourable to the cigarette ban, and I thought, you know what, I've got something to say about this. And I just instinctively, it's on the app, I just pressed the call button. I was thinking, I'll probably be like 20th in queue, I probably won't even get on or anything like that. 2 rings of the phone, producer picks up, goes, what do you want to say? Okay, told her what I was going to say, and then she went, okay, you're next up. I was like, oh shit, okay. Now, as I found out, whatever your thoughts are on James O'Brien, if you like him or if you hate him, if you are going to go against him with a different view to his, you probably need to be quite well prepared, which I found out I probably wasn't really. I didn't know how to handle his waffle. But here's the clip anyway, check it out. I'll give my thoughts afterwards.
No one who smokes today will be forced to quit. I am a smoker, but if I wasn't legally allowed to buy them at an early age, I wouldn't be smoking now. It's prevention, not banning. If there was a pill that made you stop instantly, I bet most smokers would take it. I'm in favour. And so are most of the callers, although I'm going to have to try and keep a couple of phone lines free for the explanation of why we should be wary of governments deciding what we can and can't do in the context of health, because you could make a pretty long list of things that are bad for us that you are allowed to do. So should that list be endless, or should you pick things off it and get rid of them, prevent them, and indeed ban them, because it is going to be a ban for people selling them to anybody born after a certain date. Mark is in Brighton. Mark, what would you like to say?
Oh, hi, James. I just think this is a massive move backwards when most countries seem to be going in the opposite direction by making marijuana legal, pushing an industry that's currently underground, causing problems, that's not taxed and not regulated. They're bringing it so we can tax and regulate it.
Yes.
I think banning cigarettes, pushing another industry underground where it is now illegal.
Well, they won't be banned. It's just you won't be able to sell them to people born after January the 1st, 2009. So it would never be underground in the same way as cannabis. You just get your Uncle Bob to buy you a packet if you were desperate to have a smoke. So it's not. I brought cannabis into it myself, Mark, but I'm not sure it works as well as we thought it did.
Yeah, but I mean, eventually the idea is that as the age goes forward, less and less people can. And you mentioned yourself earlier that, you know, you're going to have to show ID if you're out and about smoking and things like this.
These are logistical problems, but we manage with alcohol, albeit that it's not a graduated age limit. Some people still get asked for ID in their 30s because they look like they're much younger than they actually are. Do you smoke tobacco?
I used to. I've given up for about 10 years. I'm struggling with a son at the moment, actually, that is with a teenage son. There's an industry that I can't stand, but I'm just never in favour of pushing these things underground.
That's what I'm wondering. I don't know if it would get pushed underground. It's not like smoking weed. I don't think you'd have that same sort of. Well, you don't get the same high, do you? You don't get the same hit. So the idea of people sitting around smoking tobacco and listening to Lynyrd Skynyrd, I can't quite picture the subculture of illegal tobacco smokers at the moment. Can you?
Sure. Yeah, that's a good point. But I mean, kids. I guess the thing with kids at the moment is vaping, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
That is causing problems as well.
It's causing many more problems. The health impacts are still not fully known, but they are unlikely to be anything like the impacts of smoking tobacco. But yeah, I do know what you mean, but I don't. I'm not gonna. My pendulum isn't swinging on this one. It's going to be an hour of examining my own pendulum today, just so you know, to keep you forewarned. It's not swinging on that because at this point, I'm just trying to think back to when it was first introduced. You presumably would have had tobacco parties and stuff like that, but I cannot currently see teenagers sitting around 30 years hence smoking illegal tobacco while listening to I don't know, what was the band before Supertramp? Was it one pill makes you smaller and another? Listening to sort of hippie music while smoking. I can't see it, but I could be wrong. Thank you, Mark. Tim's in Krakow.
So yeah, what are your? I really want to hear your opinions on this this cigarette ban. I mean, I guess the way that he's seeing it is it's not really causing any effect. Anyone that's smoking now is still going to be able to smoke. It just means that, you know, anyone born below 2009 is no longer going to be able to smoke. And I still stand by my position, really. I just don't really see the need for government intervention with this. The problem's kind of sorting itself out anyway. Kids now, I've got a teenage son, I know kids are going on to vaping. They're not really smoking cigarettes, to be honest. The situation is just sorting itself out anyway. Obviously there's massive problems with vaping anyway. I need to see more research. We need more research into it, because it can't be healthy, can it? Drawing in all this vapor, all this moisture into your lungs that's filled with chemicals, there's got to be something wrong here. But yeah, I'm never a fan of banning things and making things illegal and driving them underground. Regardless, you know, he mentioned that they'll just be getting their older mates to buy cigarettes. But in like 10 years' time, you'll have a situation where over 30s can smoke and under 30s can't smoke. And that's just going to bring the curiosity, and it will bring more black market cigarettes. I don't see the point. Just keep it taxed, keep it regulated, and the problem's sorting itself out as it is. Like I said, kids aren't really smoking like they did before. The new technology is kind of just seen as like an old thing, smoking now. The new thing is vaping. Why would you smoke if you can vape? What's your thoughts, guys? It was interesting. It was I think I'll probably do it again. I'll call in again at some time on a different topic. It was just instinctive, really. I just sort of pressed the call button and got on straight away. But yeah, give me your thoughts. If you like the video, click a like. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. I'm sure there's another video up top. You can check that out if you want to. Till next time, take care.